I am going to do a little story video because a lot of you guys like when I have to tell a story of some sort. So this is just going to be a little story time for you guys. One topic, which is going to be about food. Within this topic, there's going to be 2 stories. And then within one of the stories, there's a bunch of mini stories put together to fit that story to fit the topic. The first thing, it deals with cereal, Captain Crunch. A while back, when I was still home at PA, and I was eating Captain Crunch one of the mornings. You know, sometimes when you're eating something, you know something just seems different about it. Visually for me, looking at the Captain Crunch, it looked different. I poured a bowl of Captain Crunch and I put, the milk in, and I started eating it, and I was like, I don't understand why my Captain Crunch is burnt. How do you burn cereal? It tastes fine. It doesn't taste burnt, but I don't know why my Captain Crunch is burnt. And I just kept eating it. I'm hungry. I just need something at this point. As I was going through the cereal and eating more of it, and when I got to the point where I had just a little bit of cereal left, and I still had some milk in the bowl, why are the burnt parts breaking off of the cereal? Why do I see the burnt parts floating in my milk? As I looked closer to the burnt parts, they weren't burnt parts of cereal. They were a bunch of ants that were all dead in the cereal. Basically ate Captain Crunch, and I had some ants with my cereal. Not the way I wanted my morning to go. But if you look at the positive side, extra protein. It's very strange though, because where we put our cereal, you never find ants where we put our cereal. I've never saw one ant in my life in our little cabinet with our cereal. But for some reason, the one time there was ants, they were only in one box of cereal, and it was a box of cereal I eat. Check your cereal. The second thing is hair in food. It's kind of funny how, when one event pops up, the same thing reoccurs all the time, 24/7, it's non-stop, it just keeps happening. I was at Hershey Park, which is an amusement park. If you have not heard of it, it's very popular, it's in PA. I worked there for 6 years, but I was there with one of my friends, and we got fries at one of the stands, and as we were eating the fries, we noticed that there was one curly hair in our fries. We're just looking at it like, why is there a hair in here? There shouldn't be a hair in here. First, that was kind of grossing us out a bit, but I mean, we just took that fry out and then we ate the rest because we were hungry and we needed food. And who would pass up potatoes of some sort? But what I noticed was ever since that moment, hair pops up in my food all the time. When I make pasta at home, and as I'm eating it, I have it on a plate or a bowl, depending on what I want to use that day, I see one hair just kind of chilling on the side of the bowl or on the side of the plate. How'd you get there, Mr. Hair? I don't know how you're there. And the hair is just chilling there, like he has no idea how he got there either. It was clean before. There was no hair on it when I picked it out of the cabinet. And of course, I have to send a picture to my friend because now she's finding hair in her food all the time after that moment, and we now just make a joke out of it. One night, I made chicken strips and pierogies because I love that combination, and when I was going to college, I would always pre-make my lunches for the next day because I had no time to want to make something in the morning. I would eat lunch with my friend because she and I went to the same university. That morning, I whipped my container of food out of the fridge, and I dropped it, broke open. All of my chicken tenders and pierogies fell on the floor. That was the only food option I had at the time. I had nothing else made. I had no other snacky food to just take with me. So of course I was desperate. I'm like, I can't just leave this on the ground, and I can't just throw it away. I know what you're thinking already. I picked up every single pierogi and every single chicken tender that I had. I took off as much hair as I could, and some of them I put underwater because I was desperate. So of course, when it came to lunchtime at Millersville, and I went to the archaeology lab where my friend and we always eat, still hair there. I cleaned off a little bit more of it, but I ate it. Don't judge me. I had no other options. I was not spending any money to get food. So of course there was that moment too. And I've noticed whenever I eat cereal, I see a piece of hair in it. If there's 2 things that I already learned from this video already, it's don't trust cereal And if someone looks burnt, you should probably check it first. Bonus part for food, I just remember this. At my favorite diner that I know a lot of you students know about because I talk about it all the time when I'm here, when I say I'm going to go visit home in PA and I'm going to go to this diner because I love eating the chicken parmesan. Every time we go there, something different happens every single time. And it's with my friend, Jess. Something that we did not order comes to our table, and we don't know why it came to our table, but it just comes to our table. We get extra breadsticks for some reason, or breadsticks, because my thing comes with bread, her thing also comes with bread, but we get extra breadsticks. And it's like, okay, I'll take it, but I don't know why we have extra breadsticks. But then the one time in her salad, somehow chocolate chips got in her salad. Basically, whenever Jess and I are hanging out, we are going to get food of some sort anywhere. We can never trust our food. Here's another bonus thing that I just thought about too. One night my mom got us a pizza for dinner, and of course there was nothing on it. It was perfectly plain. It was just cheese pizza. And then we put in the fridge to save for another day, so usually the next day. Of course, the piece that I'm going to eat, and I put it in the microwave, and after I get it out, there's a spider that got smashed into the cheese somehow. It was not there the day before. I cannot get away from everything getting into my food. Mr. Schumacher and Mrs. Parr will be happy with this when you're trying to figure out what do you want to get from this story. So the thing that you want to get from this story is check your food. Ever since one moment that happened to me, what was it, 6 years ago, now every single time I eat, something's appearing in my food. Alright, I'm gonna do the best I can with the other ideas you have. I will mesh some of your ideas into one video, so it might not be separate videos, it might just be one video. And okay, bye.